So the title's got your attention. And yeah, I never ever thought I would ever be doing something like this. I've done plenty of different sorts of reboots, as we call it, or cleanses that have gone for a couple of weeks to give my body a break from different things that I know that don't serve it the way that they should. But the whole point of me not eating food for 60 hours is that, well, look, there's a lot of amazing things that happen when you do not eat food, and essentially, you look at a lot of you that have been following myself and Bex for a long time from a health perspective, know that we're known as Mr. and Mrs. Primal. We've got a website, primalhealth.co, we've had for a long time, and we're very pro in getting people to understand that your ancestry has a big influence on the types of foods that work for you. And also know that, once upon a time we didn't have refrigerators and kitchens and packaged food all ready to go 24/7. There were many times that there were times of famine, and there were times of just, the time between kills or finding food could have been days. So what's actually been now proven scientifically, due to the work of a Japanese cellular biologist who got a Nobel Prize for this, is his name is Yoshinori Osumi. He's done some study and named the metabolic process of autophagy. Autophagy is a couple of different ways of looking at it, but essentially it explains the metabolic process of whereby it comes from the Greek words of self-consuming or eating yourself. I think that's the sort of the way it's explained. But it's basically a way where your cells have a chance to be able to recycle used, broken down parts to be able to be reused and keep cells alive. It's a way of preventing cell death, essentially. You could also look at it as being like, say for example, your car's broken down, it's all pretty crappy, you take it to a car junkyard, you've got all of these used cars that don't work individually by themselves yet, but you can break off different parts of them, put them together to make another car, and then you can reuse it. So it's like a way of recycling byproducts of digestion and metabolic waste and a whole heap of different things. So essentially, when you're put into situations of stress, in that, say for example, your body feels as though it's not going to get any food for a while, or even like exercise in itself is a stress, your body will basically enhance the effects of this process of autophagy. So there's a lot of amazing stuff that this process basically does for the human body, and I'd encourage you to look up this word autophagy, so that you can check it out. For you analytical sciencey people that need to look at that information, just check it out. Versus the people that you don't need any of that information, just understand that your body goes through these processes all the time. But if we're constantly shoving food into our mouth all the time, our body's then needing to go back to digest those foods, and it doesn't really have much time to really take the trash out, take the rubbish out. So I sort of look at it as being like, say for example, you're just constantly always doing stuff in the kitchen, you're constantly always making food and eating it, and then you're putting the waste products into your rubbish, your trash can, and then you're never actually taking it out the front door to put it into the bigger rubbish so that it gets taken away. You're then going to end up with a whole heap of trash, rubbish in your kitchen, and it's not good having all that trash and rubbish there. You need to be able to get it out so that you can then essentially start again and have a cleaner kitchen on which to make new food from. So that's sort of my way of being able to explain it. So hence, when you see a whole heap of people like myself and friends that are doing what's called this Keto Reboot, what our company Prove It has done to put this reboot together is just, it's freaking awesome. So basically, I'm not just not eating food for 60 hours. I'm going to be supporting myself with exogenous ketones, so ketones made from outside of my body. My liver's also going to be making some of them for sure. But I'll be drinking ketones, and I'm going to be also drinking broth. I can make it at home, but a lot of people are bloody lazy and they don't do that. So we've now proved it have actually got an amazing broth that they've made as well. So I'm going to be having 2 ketones a day, 2 broths a day, and I'll also be taking a supplement called Signal OS, which is essentially AC11. Look up AC11 by Optigenics and look into the amazing abilities of what this has been shown to do clinically to actually repair human DNA and lengthen the telomeres at the end of the DNA. I won't go into anything more than that, but I'm actually excited to be supported with such nutrition Like it's more so ketones and essentially electrolytes and vitamins and minerals, not a whole heap of carbs, protein, and fat going into my body. But look, still at the same time, look, you know, I'm not doing this to lose fat. I'm doing this to actually basically recycle waste products, have a fresh start, produce more ketones, kickstart my ability to be able to have way more satiation from having ketones in my system and less crap. And I just know, yeah, I love my craft beer. I love a bit of sugar here and there, and it's good to have a break from all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty amazing to see what this sort of stuff has already done for people. So if you're the sort of person that wants to join us, we're going to be doing this every freaking month. Yeah, why not? I'm going to see how I go this first one, and I'll post about it underneath this video to see how I feel. I'm not saying it's going to be easy by any means of it, but yeah, looking for some support. But also, yeah, we've got, I think, 3 or 4 packs of this left. We're starting at 9 p.m. tonight. So if there are any of you on the northern beaches here in Sydney that would like to join Bex and I and 10,000 other provers around the world, we all have support on a big group that we're using worldwide. It's pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. I am apprehensive about it as well. I'm sure there's plenty of you that have done, you know, different sorts of things like this for longer periods of time. But yeah, I don't know. Post your comments below. I'd love to be able to see how you felt when you've done different things like this. And yeah, call me crazy or call me freaking you're a legend. Go for it. Write whatever you want underneath. I don't care. But I thought I'd put it out there so that I actually have some accountability to stick to it. So anyways, have a great day, guys. See you later.